That soda behind the juice. Down in the bottom.
Get real.
Never mind. Look at that orange.
Can I have orange?
No. And that's why right now the New York City Parks Department is being sued because of the Central Park 6. I moved on my own and started raising my own kids, like Nankima. We was living in East New York. The police presence there wasn't as heavy as it is here. And I think it's because we got 4 halfway houses around here besides the Able and Willing and Able. Besides that one. Well, we got, it's a lot. I think we need the police presence. And then you remember the precinct is right around, up the block around the corner.
Yeah, it's right there.
Let me explain something to you. Before they came, it was getting kind of crazy, to be honest with you. And when they did come, it slowed down a lot. Like I said, my little neighbors downstairs, they was bringing that kind of drama. People from other blocks coming and shooting at them, fighting in front of the building all the time. And my worry was one day they were fighting, and it was like 3 hours, 2 hours, maybe a half an hour before my daughter was going to walk around that corner. And if she'd have walked into that fight and somebody hit her, then it'd been on and popping for them. But I let them know that we fight back. You know, sometimes you just gotta stand your grounds.
So what do you think about these people, like these white, like liberal people who are like, oh, we hate police, we should get rid of them completely?
You talking about the people down on the next block. You talking about the little white liberals on the next block. They're like, Nancy, why is the police always in front of your building? Why are they always there? Lord, hey, I can't help it, but let me explain something to you. If that keeps my daughter safe when she get older, she got to go up them stairs to come in her home. If that keep her safe, then let them stay right there. Let them stay there. They ain't bothering me, as long as they ain't bothering them. And my daughters can walk up the stairs in peace.
To a white officer, they think
because
a black person...
It's not they think. They're trained. They're trained. Because I worked for the New York City Parks Department. I was a New York City Park Enforcement Patrol officer. And we are trained to look down on black kids.
So you feel more safe with cops or less safe with cops?
It all depends on the cop themselves. You can tell the prejudiced ones, and you can tell the assholes, and you can tell the common sense ones, the ones that will work with the community. As a cop, as an officer, as somebody who's protecting and serving, you have to use judgment. You have to use judgment. You have to respect the idea. You have to have common sense. Because if you don't, you kill the wrong child, and it could be a state senator's child. It could be somebody's child from the church. It could be a single mother who working hard, sending her child to school, and he ain't did nothing, straight A student, and you shoot that kid because you thought. We can't live on you thought. You thought can't bring me my child back. You thought ain't gonna give me my child, ain't gonna put roses on my child back. You thought. The fighting between cops and teenagers now are going down because the parents are suing the cops themselves.
The infrastructure of the building, like doors, windows, they're not being fixed. They're not.
Nope, they're not.
So it's not a matter of the police. It's a matter of
safety. And trust me, I've been calling everybody. I done call Letitia James' office. I done call everybody. My next step is to call Channel 12. They're not moving fast enough to put safety first. And as soon as somebody's child get hurt or somebody's daughter get raped, then everybody when a lawyer comes sticking in their face, it's gonna be like, well, we just got the building, so what? As soon as somebody's child get hurt in this building or somebody's daughter get raped or anything, the first thing they're gonna be saying, well, they tore the building up. No, it's your job to fix that building. When you took over this complex, your job was to make sure safety is first. When HPD takes over a building, what's the first thing they do? They fix the doors and the windows. You know, it's not that many women, little girls live in the building, but it's enough of them.
Yeah.
You get off, when you take your badge off and you take your gun off and you leave your gun at work and you get ready to get in your car and you go into Staten Island or Long Island or Queens or a different part of Brooklyn, you don't live in my area, so you can't relate to my problem. Unless you grew up here. Then you can relate to my problem. Until then, only thing you can do is protect and serve. Do not comment.